I'm in Salad and I saw 12 Angry Men. It is directed by Sidney Lumet, written by Ronald Rose, and if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. The movie starts with following 12 men in a room. They're jurors, and I like how they're all just discussing the details of the court, but in the way that they do it is, hey, who's guilty? Hey, who's not? Oh, let's raise our hands, and 11 people think that this guy is guilty versus one person doesn't think that he's guilty, and so we have to explain to the guy, we got to talk about this thing. Why do we think that this guy is not guilty, okay? It seems so obvious why he's guilty, and I like how we are learning about the facts of the case by them trying to convince the not guilty guy why this other guy is guilty, and also this freaking not guilty guy is like, hey, actually we got some really strong points as to why this guy could not be guilty, okay? He lives in a terrible house, he's lived in violence his entire life, that's the only thing that he knows, and we have all these facts of the case. It's super fun. I really like the fact that we got slowly throughout the rest of the movie, we got some people turning from not guilty, well I guess from guilty to not guilty. They're turning into not guilty. They're learning more and more why this guy could be not guilty. And I really like how 11 of them were just like, oh, let's just accept the facts face value. But this guy who's like, maybe this guy is not guilty. Maybe we should think about the facts. Maybe we should think about the facts that maybe the lawyer did not care about this guy because he's a court-appointed judge and he's probably not getting paid that much and he doesn't care about this case that much, so he's not going to try to pay attention to this kid's all the facts of the case, trying to figure out like all the details, like, oh, there's a witness who's like, hey, I saw that guy did a murder of his father, okay? And the person had glasses. They had them little glasses things on the side of the glasses face, you know, the indents. I like that because it's like, hey, why did she sleep with her glasses on? The answer is she didn't. So if she woke up just suddenly, just looked over there and saw her dad freaking get stabbed, saw the dad get stabbed by the son, then she's like, oh, I saw the murder happen, but her blurry vision could have occurred. So more and more people are turning from guilty to not guilty, and we got some stubborn people, all right. First of all, I really like how we have people are acting like, you know, humans, a little bit more like, I would say discriminatory against some other people. Yeah, we got a guy who lives in the slums, and you know, that guy predisposed to all them criminal things. And then we got a guy literally sitting next to him and be like, but I grew up in the slums, I'm not a criminal. So of course we won that guy's favor, and of course we got another vote. Oh, we got 11-1. Who chose not guilty? Oh, well, actually, there's another guy, it was an older guy who was like, okay, actually, I really do like this guy's points. We got to really think about the consideration of the situation at hand, and I really like that, okay? It's very humanizing. Also, just trying to, like, go learn more into this whole fact case. I'm like, okay, there's a lot of fishy stuff that's happening. It just seems like we're just trying to get rid of this 18-year-old guy for just accidentally stabbing a guy. Oh, we got this flip knives. We got the, what are they called, switchblades? We got them switchblades. Oh, we got a switchblade. Oh, it's one of a kind. And then the freaking guy who's like, oh, originally he's like, oh, he's not guilty. Well, work is one of a kind flip blade, okay? Oh, look, I got one here. I know I committed a crime to prove this fact, but hey, this could have been picked up anywhere. It could have been literally anybody who did the murder. And also the height of the murder was not right, okay? We did a whole demonstration of the, hey, we got the guy who's really tall and we got the son who's like shorter, and so the angle of the knife would be like different than what it was earlier, and I'm like, oh, I love this, investigation skills. Slowly we're convincing more people that this guy is actually not guilty. We eventually get to a verdict of 6 and 6, and oh no, we're wasting our time here. We got this like really stubborn guy who's like, he is totally guilty 100%. You cannot convince me otherwise. Oh my goodness. And there's also this guy who's also trying to convince these other people that he's guilty, who like turns because of how late it is, and it shows his character, and it's like his character is not a good character because if it inconveniences him, he's just gonna let somebody go, just to let people go, just to be all right, just be done with it, all right. And so I really like that part. And then we have like other types of people who are like more respectable, for more honored, more like integrity, and they're like more willing to stay on their decision than other people. But I also do like how we have some humans, or like some of these jurors are able to, with facts and logic, switch their side. And I'm like, yeah, that does make sense, huh? You know, there's some things that convince me. All right, you know, I'm being fully convinced. And then eventually we get to 11 not guilty and 1 guilty. And this guilty guy is like, oh, well, he has to be obviously guilty because all these facts and reasons and all this stuff like that. And this guy's just being stubborn. But at the very end of the day, because he just wants to, he gets convinced, he's like, all right, I'm done. I don't want to deal with this anymore. We get a verdict of not guilty. I really like how at the end of the scene, at the end of the entire movie, which by the way takes place entirely in this one room, I like how we leave the courtroom and everyone's just walking away, and that's the end of the movie. I'm like, this is so nice. I like how we have this 18-year-old is willing, has some nice change in his life, not like being in the butt of all jokes, not like trying to get like his life get wrecked because of all the violence in it. You know, that's what happens when you have a life full of violence. You constantly get wrecked by everyone, and he's not getting wrecked by everyone because we have these jurors, because of one person is like willing to consider the facts and then like change the minds of all the other jurors. He gets sent free, but it raises a question in my head. What about if he commits another violence again? Well, he doesn't like necessarily learn emotional regulation skills just from this experience alone. He has to like put in a lot of work. Is he willing to put in the amount of work that it takes to not commit another murder? Okay, does he have any of those skills? Does he have any capacity to learn? This movie I really like. Immediately watching this, I'm like, I am enjoying this so much. I watched the version without subtitles, but I was able to understand the movie without subtitles because I was just intently focusing on all their words that they were saying that were coming out of their mouth. But I also do like how they're all just so distinct from each other. They all carry themselves in different ways. They all like, either some of them like really integral or like some of them are like not so integral. You know, I really like the different types of personalities that we're seeing with all these 12 angry jurors. So I really like this movie for that. Also the set design, the place that they're in, oh, it's so beautiful. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Especially when it rains. I really like the added rain effects like towards the end of the movie. I really like that. I also like the performances of all the actors. Like I felt like they're all distinct people, like I said before, but they really are distinct people. I know they're all like wearing suits and whatever, but like they have different personalities. So I really like that. I also like the shot composition, and I like the courtyard, the courthouse. That's a cool place. I like the stairs. The stairs are cool, and because of all the coolness factor of this movie and how much I enjoy it, I gotta give this movie like a solid 8.8 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. If you like to fast track a movie review, you can do that for $20 Genos at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if it really helps support the daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews, you can go to this link tree and find the way you can help support the daily grind of all these daily movie reviews. And until next time, salad sauce. I'll see you later, my side croutons, big bits. Boop, 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 boop. Boom, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum.